let's talk some more about sexual harassment. Welcome to the 2017 year in review, Mad Science Films. So 2017, the year that was supposed to bring us The Running Man. I mean,
what happened with that?
You know what? I kind of missed that. I think 2017 turned out to be a lot more up. Followed on from 2016, which was quite a painful year. I think a lot of people in our generation were kind of upset that basically there was this great plague on celebrities that we worshipped, like Pop last year.
So many died.
And this year started off, we thought it was going to be the same. But then 2017 figured out a way to be even worse than 2016.
Yeah.
Because everybody was kind of like desensitized to celebrity deaths. So.
I think we were all kind of PTS after 2016.
Yeah, it was
and
just like, is that all you got? Yeah, is that all you got, 2017? So right at the last minute, like a twist, like we're in an M. Night Shyamalan film, it turns out that the living celebrities are rapists, paedophiles, and public masturbators.
I think the living celebrities killed those other celebrities, so there's more kids for them.
Dead celebrities had like a suicide pact.
Yeah.
And they were just like, you know what, next year's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Either that, or they all escaped on giant rockets built by Elon Musk. Dead celebrities of 2017. So here are the lucky ones, which the living celebrities probably envy.
Miguel Ferreira. Yeah.
We miss you, Miguel.
Again.
One of the finest character actors.
You should have won an Oscar for RoboCop.
I just remember watching him and his lifestyle. I know he died at the end, but still, up until the bit where he died.
Where'd it go,
though?
Like,
I wanted
some hookers, some cocaine.
I wanted to be that guy, you know?
Yeah.
You know? I love that guy.
Yeah, man.
Another 80s/90s guy who was massive was Bill Paxton.
Bill.
Game Over Bill. Collaborator with James Cameron, but also director in his own right. I think.
Good director. What was the one he did?
Frailty with Matthew McConaughey. Did you ever see that one?
Is that one with
the Demon Hunters?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
fantastic
film. Yeah,
absolutely try to check that out.
Really good film. My God, I forgot about that.
I think it was one of the first kind of films where McConaughey could actually show what he could do. He was still in his rom-com kind of phase.
All right. Roger Moore was probably the best Bond. I'm a big Bond fan, and I think he's the best.
I wouldn't say he was the best necessarily. He was my Bond, because again, we're both kids
that
of the
era.
80s.
Yeah, being a big Bond fan, you just got to take all the best qualities of all the Bonds, and you got to work out who is the best Bond overall, and it has to be Roger Moore. You know, it's like Goldilocks. You know, Sean Connery's a bit too cocky, a bit too hard-faced. Timothy Dalton has no humour whatsoever. Pierce Brosnan didn't have a what he was doing. And George Lazenby, well, he was only appeared for one film, bawled his eyes out at the end. Bond doesn't cry. Daniel Craig, though,
Bond doesn't cry.
Bond doesn't cry. But that was quite sad, actually. But you generally, got the feeling from other actors that he was just a really cool guy on set. Don't think he fucked any kids.
Adam West, I mean, yeah, Batman.
My God, Glenn Campbell's dead. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't know that.
Wichita Linesburg, man. What a great track.
It's very difficult to take anything positive from this, but I do think, one of the things is hats off to everybody who came forward and used the hashtag #MeToo. And I think there's been a huge power shift, which I hope 2018 will build upon, where people have basically said, backed up by the public at large, saying, you know what, we're not going to stand up for this anymore. We're not going to allow that kind of behaviour anymore. And with a few exceptions of negativity, which, hey, it's the internet, there's always going to be people,
You always have dickheads on there.
Basically, yeah. There's some actors who as well have come forward and kind of, said, you know what, this has happened to me and it's not okay.
Well, I mean, again, we hear stories of young, vulnerable girls in Hollywood being preyed upon by, the elites like Weinstein. But then you got actors like Terry Crews coming out, very bravely coming forward and saying what he was, experienced at the hands of these predators. And he's a big guy, and fair play to him.
I think, absolutely. I mean, he's throwing his lot in and he's kind of saying, yeah, you know what, Hollywood, you might think it's only these people, but it happens to all of us.
I know the casting couch ideas existed since day dot with Hollywood, but maybe we've all kind of looked at that with rose-tinted glasses. We'd never have thought it would be as extreme as what we're finding out that it is. Perhaps maybe we're all a little bit guilty of it. Perhaps maybe, but
wait, what are we guilty of?
Well, just
I would just like to put it on record. I have neither.
how big's your couch?
I have neither been sexually harassed or sexually harassed anybody. It's a simple lesson for people in the film industry. Don't sexually harass. Consensual only. Okay.
It's not about. We're not dealing with normal individuals here. We're not dealing with normal human beings. This is about power.
But it's a culture that's been
predatory.
accepted, isn't it? I mean, like Hollywood, like from the very start, there was that silent comedian, Fatty Arbuckle, who back in like the 20s or 30s allegedly raped an underage girl with a Coke bottle. It's always been allowed and accepted, going through the history of Hollywood. Obviously, there's Polanski in the 60s and 70s, Woody Allen and his bizarre relationships, with underage ladies. And oh yes, but they're amazing artists. And it's like, yeah, but
I think again,
they're scumbags.
And this is why I think we are all guilty, because we put these guys on a pedestal, and they do horrendous things, and we kind of justify it, but there's no justification for it. I mean, look at Victor Salva, the guy who made Jeepers Creepers, backed by Francis Ford Coppola, made 3 films after the fact that he raped the lead boy in his film Clown House. And then he went on to make these films.
He worked with Disney on Powder, which was quite a mainstream, feature film. And then went on to the Jeepers Creepers. I only found out about the background of Salva, and again, God bless the internet for actually allowing people to get this information, because otherwise, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have heard of it. Again, it was after Jeepers Creepers 2, which I think was about 2002 it came out over here. Read about it, and I was shocked that people were aware of this, and obviously, they must do a certain amount of due diligence on people.
Victor was charged. He went to prison for it.
Yeah.
There's no ifs or buts or maybes. He raped a child.
He would have to declare it as well, I imagine, as well.
But he's still backed by Hollywood. Francis Ford Coppola. He's massive.
Yeah.
And he turns a blind eye to it. Craziness.
Well, it's not even turning a blind eye to it. He's just funding Victor Salva. The current atmosphere that we're in is that the public at large are basically saying, you know what, that's not okay. And if you stand with those people, that's not okay. And I do hope that people are going to start voting with their wallets. I mean, I have no interest in seeing Jeepers Creepers 3 since finding out about Polanski and Woody Allen. I have not paid to see any of their films. No. I'm not going to support artists who are scumbags. I hope that 2018 will kind of bring new voices, because a lot of actors and actresses who haven't been accused of this and who are very much clearly siding with the victims are saying, this is not okay. I will not work with these people. No. And they're naming and shaming these people. Good, great. And hopefully, the knock-on effect, the silver lining is that, new stories will be told, new voices will come to the fore. And we'll benefit from this as viewers, as audience members as well.
I may lose all credibility of future opinions, but I'm an Ike fan, David Icke that is. I'm not all in on everything, but I really admire the his way of questioning things and pushing it. He was on about Jimmy Savile years ago, like many others were as well, but it wasn't in the public domain. People denied it because he'd done a lot for charity, mingled with the royal family. He's very close to Prince Charles. You're telling me the royal family didn't know he was a raging paedophile who'd done the most sickest, horrendous things ever? And this is what I mean.
The amount of vetting the royal family have to do for you to be in the same building as them,
massively,
it means that they would have done.
This is not a conspiracy theory. This is actually happening, and we'll find it out bit by bit by bit, and it's affected all worlds, world of politics, the royal world.
Although I got to be honest, man, that lizard people stuff. I mean, what the fuck? Do you believe there are lizard people?
I believe that there's things we don't yet understand about nature. I'll leave it at that.
I'll agree. Yes, we don't understand nature. Do you think the Queen is a lizard?
Surprise me.
So bring on 2018, where we find out that all politicians are necrophiles.
Do you know what? They probably are.
That would be better, because at least they're dead. 2017, cheers, you've ruined us.